Here goes the story of Adam and Eve, adapted for kids, which will help you explain to them about the first man and woman on earth in the simplest way possible. Yahweh had a very busy week ahead of him. On the first day Yahweh said, "Let there be a lot of light and darkness, and I will name the light as day, and the darkness as the night." And it happened exactly as he said. On the second day, Yahweh decided that there should be an infinite amount of space all around the earth he was planning to create. He decided to call this sky heaven. On the next day he created the seas and land with mountains, rivers, lakes, and ponds. He made the plants, grass, and fruits that would grow in the soil. The following day he gave a final touch to the light and darkness by creating millions and billions of stars. The next day was very important to God. This was the day he created fish, aquatic animals, and birds. He wanted numerous little creatures, and that's why there are millions of fish in the oceans and birds flying in the sky. He slept peacefully that night. The next morning, he had an amazing plan to come up with animals that would roam the land. He said, "Today I shall create all the animals for the beautiful land. If there is time left, then I shall create a man that can be just like me." He thought that this plan was a very good idea. This was the seventh day, a Sunday. Since he worked very hard for 7 days, Yahweh was very tired, and he decided to rest on that day. While he was resting, he decided to go to earth and make the most beautiful garden. He named it the Garden of Eden. The garden was filled with wonderful flowers and trees, and it has thousands of animals and birds running around. He created the first man out of clay, breathed life into him and called him Adam. Yahweh then told him, "Now listen, Adam, you can climb the trees, eat the fruits, jump over the bushes, and paddle in the river, but there is one thing you must never do. Never eat the fruit from that large tree at the center of the garden." Soon Yahweh realized that Adam was lonely, as he was only one of his kind. So he used one of Adam's ribs to create a wife for him, the first woman whom he called Eve. Adam and Eve were very happy. They lived a beautiful life in the Garden of Eden. They had animals to talk to and various trees to eat fruits from. Yahweh had asked them to eat fruits from the tree of life, but never from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. One day, while they were walking along the center of the garden, there was a beautiful fruit hanging on the forbidden tree. A snake was also resting on that tree, and he said, "Why don't the two of you eat this fruit? It is the biggest, nicest, and juiciest fruit I have ever seen." Adam was worried and informed the snake that Yahweh had told them never to eat anything from that tree. The snake tried to brush away their fears and worries by saying that they had nothing to worry about, and encouraged them to take a bite. He even said that they would gain God's wisdom by eating the fruits of this tree. Eve believed the snake's lies and looked at the juicy fruit. She plucked the fruit from the tree and took a bite. As the fruit was delicious, she insisted Adam take a bite. Initially, Adam refused to do so, but when he was convinced that Eve did not die of eating that fruit, he took a bite too. Suddenly, they realized that they were naked. They covered their bodies with the leaves of the trees. All this happened on the day Yahweh visited the garden, and when they heard him coming their way, they felt bad for disobeying him. Yahweh knew of their wrong deed and was angry and disappointed with them. Adam told Yahweh that the only reason he ate the fruit was because Eve told him to. Eve blamed it on the snake, but both had disobeyed Yahweh. Yahweh punished Adam and Eve by banishing them from the Garden of Eden, and said that they would have to live a hard life out of paradise. After a great storm, he went back to heaven, leaving very powerful angels, to make sure that nobody on the planet could ever touch the tree again.